on back to where I tried there. And I told you what, you son of a bitch, I'm the best that's ever lived.
How are we doing in the chat, guys? How are we doing?
Come on, give you love America. Come on, if you believe in the
Hey, what's going on? Hey,
Yes!
YouTube sending out the notifications this time? You guys get a notification?
Oh, we love you, FedEx.
Really? I didn't hear Tinkerbell. Did it pass all the court cases and all that stuff?
Come on, if you love America.
No problem. I appreciate it.
Come on, if you love America. Come on, if you believe in that.
I haven't read her sign yet, see what her deal is yet, but
Constitution, I should hear more honky. What's up with this dollar face, Grandma? What's up with this dollar face? Honk if you love the Constitution.
Ninth Circuit.
That we
Is that ninth? Is that the California one? I think it is. No, if they got through the California one, then yeah, it'll stand up at the Supreme Court.
What's the other halo of a Nazi that's considering your brother?
I always can't remember. The Fifth Circuit, I think, is the California one. Ninth Circuit, is that the
Honk if you love
DC one?
America. Honk if you believe in the Institution.
Honk, don't attack me. I'm honking, don't attack me. BCP's not here yet, I don't think. Oregon. Ninth Circuit. Oh, really? So a judge in Oregon said it's okay to send the National Guard? Is that what I'm hearing? I haven't done the news yet today, so you guys are going to have to fill me in on the news. Yeah, it's the clown show today. But not a lot of costumes there that I've seen. Yeah. Old lady costumes, I guess. I don't know. We get the news out here doing the news reporting, so should be kind of civil for now anyway. They don't act too crazy in front of their buddies in the news media. Is BCP live, or you might be coming down later on today or something like that? No troops. Yeah, some work going on over here by the storage facility over there. I'm not sure what kind of work they got going on over there. FDHS, they don't like DHS. A lot of people biking and doing their biking thing today. You guys doing all good in the chat there today, guys? Appreciate you popping in here. I don't think we're going to break 100 today, guys. We're definitely not going to break 100 today, but if we get close to 100 in the chat today, that would be awesome. You know, but there's no way we're going to break 100 in the chat today, so don't get your hopes up there. Not going to happen. Yeah, you guys don't share it out enough to break 100 or anything like that today, will you? Yeah. Katie, you guys are going to be in charge of the news today. I didn't check the news today. I was slow at my news updates, but something about the Ninth Circuit Court or something like that has approved the guard coming in or something like that. I was watching BCP's feed the other day. Some people said it's not necessary to get the guard, just kind of to protect this area here. For the most part, that road and up the street there a little ways, sometimes they'll push them down this road here. But for the most part, it's that little block right there. But it is near a county road, though, too, is the other thing. I think McAdam's technically a county road that you see crisscross that way there. This is a city road here. So if you be there, you got to protect the county roads, too. Anyway. But it's not just about protecting that area and allowing them to get in and out of there and things. You got to protect the assets. When ICE goes out to do their job, they need a little bit more protection than just themselves. You know, their job is to detain illegal undocumented types or whatever, not to detain legals that's harassing them. You know, that would be the job of the local police. I think I gotta go live. Hey, Shane Rich. Hey, I go live all the time. I went live yesterday. Are you just saying finally I went live outdoors? Is that what you're saying? I respect that. I respect that. Hopefully you guys are doing good in the chat there. About my buddy here. My buddy's here today too. So if you guys want to see him dance, you can see him dance and do his thing.
For the children, is exactly right here.
For the children, guys. It's for the children. It's for the children, guys. The same children that parents allowed to let coyotes transport and everything, and they said nothing about it during the Biden administration. Are those the children that they're caring about now? Why are they caring about those children now? They said they didn't exist, you know. People like that didn't exist back in the day, but I guess they all of a sudden they exist now that they're in the United States. But you know, since they were coming up on their own, 2-year-old kids, you know, a bunch of 24-year-old type guys around them, you know, yeah, no big deal there.
You have a duty as an American to take it back.
Yeah, I wish I could. I needed some special material to clean that stuff off. What's going on, guys and girls? And this is the craziness you see in the lovely town of Portland here. City of Portland doing their job here. Angry people. People being silly. What's going on, John? What do you guys want to talk about in the chat today? You want to talk about how sad Portland looks in certain areas and then it looks nicer in other areas? I want to talk about, they want to arrest Trump. What do they want to arrest Trump for? Do they have anything specific they want to arrest him for? Hey Steve, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, it's certain things they want to spell out here, things like that. Yeah, these sidewalks. Oh yeah, they do crazy stuff. In Salem, they do it all the time, right before like a protest or something like that in our area. They'll put all sorts of crap on the sidewalks in the state park over there across the street from the Capitol.
Oh, the wrong way.
Yeah. I don't know if Tommy's down here right now. He usually comes down here later in the evening. You guys want me to take you on a tour of the area here? God rides a Harley's in the chat. What's going on? Yeah, Tommy's usually down here on the other side of all this Felger Carb over here. I want to see how pretty it looks over there. Looks very, very lovely area there. Sorry. Hey, how you doing? Hey. We're gonna head back there in a second. Just trying to get my bearings here. See what construction they got going on over there. Bond, James Bond. Yeah, right about there is where Tommy usually stands when he gets down here, does his thing. That's the facility that they followed him into right there a little while back. They store their stuff, but I guess maybe they can't store it anymore, so they store it on the streets. And the Portland Police, when I say Portland Police, I mean the political branch of the Portland Police allows them to get away with it, basically. Usually try to support your police individually in Portland, you know, but when it's ran by a city government that doesn't care about its people, it's hard to support that part of the branch out there. But anyway, tell BCB to get out here. It's a nice day. Oh, I told him to bring lunch if he's if you watch BCP or something like that, watch his Twitter. Or, no, his text messages. Tell him I prefer a cheeseburger. Anyway, like I said, you guys are getting close to that 100 viewers. It's kind of nice, but you're not going to reach it. You know, I mean, you guys try to share it, and I appreciate that, but you're not going to reach that 100 viewers. But I appreciate you guys trying to get it up there. If you want to, you can even try to hit the like button. Not that I'm grifting. Not that I'm grifting. This is not a grifting channel. This is an information channel. I'm providing quality information. Quality information here. Walk across the street here. Doing a good day. Just asking for interviews over there. Oh boy. What's that smell over here? I got the classic, the ACAB, even though the Portland Police Bureau basically protects them, but yeah, they still want to call them names. That's interesting. Oh my goodness. Not a big fan of that smell right now. Oh boy. Oh. Hey, Graw, your buddy's here. Hey. Is that your buddy, Graw? I thought he was at your place. Or whatever it is. If he buys me lunch, either me or this guy, which is also Mr. Bill, we'll do a dance for you, okay, guys? But only if he brings me some lunch, you know. No troops, he says.
Troops come to Portland. This building
he was this guy here. Last time I was here, he was sitting in a chair over here all the time. I haven't even looked at the news or whatever to see if they'll arrive. If you guys give me a heads up if you think they're going to arrive during the day or whatever, let me know. But my guess. It was the ruling or whatever that they allow Oregon National Guard to get here? Or is it allow other National Guard to come in? If it's other National Guard to come in, then they probably won't get here for a while, but the circuit court said that they allow Oregon National Guard to come in. They could be in any time. Having some fun, find it, fix it. You guys doing good? Again, you guys are close to the 100, but you haven't broken the 100, so don't get your hopes up that you're going to break 100 on YouTube, okay, guys? I know you think you're going to break 100, but it's not unlikely to happen, okay? It's okay to get your hopes up for some things, but breaking 100 viewers here on a boring stream with a boring guy and a boring puppet is not too much fun. Wait, did it go over 100? Oh, Mike the Hog, Oregon National Guard only. Interesting. I'm guessing they might squash the amount of troops that he'd be able to send if it's only Oregon National Guard. You know, we just gotta save them on for reserves. But if it is, I hope he gets to pick where they come from. Have them come from Eastern Oregon, you know, give them a taste of Portland over here. LaGrande, Pendleton type National Guards, you know. Burns, who gets the Burns National Guards? Southern Oregon's okay too, but it's starting to be a little bit of Leftyville. Broke 100, we broke 100, yep. Jenny Animal. Okay, so we broke 100. We're not, you guys don't have to shoot for 200. I think you want to shoot for 200 viewers, but it's not likely to happen, okay? But you can get your hopes up if you want to, but for a boring stream like this, where I'm not dancing, this guy might dance a little bit for you if you make sure you let me know how many like buttons you guys hit or something like that. Then he'll do a little dancing for you there, but hey, here's a song I like. The Land of the Free. I think that lady that was over there earlier kind of saying, be part of the Constitution, is she actually playing red, white, and blue type of songs? Notice that they take over, they're trying to take over we the people movement. And Bernie Sanders tried that, and what happened to him when he was trying to say the people are in charge, became the Democratic Party. They stomped all over his campaign, right? 200 members? 200 members. Oh, 200 members of the National Guard, yeah. I thought you meant chatters. Right, trying to do the interview there, or the backdrop of this, see what they're doing here. This kind of person says, no troops, no troops. I don't believe in troops. Not sure which news agency that is, but some of the lefty people that watch the news or whatever will kind of believe him. The common sense people like, he's the president. He's in charge of the military, commander-in-chief. How silly are you to say that he can't send the military where he thinks it's necessary to quell a insurrection type behavior? This guy over here, interesting guy there. Not a whole lot of wildness over here. I haven't seen the costumes coming out. Well, I sort of see a few costumes coming out, but not quite the ones you're used to, you know. To a king. It must have been up here from the other day. Like, wherever men and women are being persecuted for their race and religion or political views, that place must, in that moment, become the center of the universe. Okay, so when conservatives came out here with their political views and they got attacked, what about that, huh? What about that? Interesting. I guess it only matters if it's the left views are getting attacked. That must be what's going on. Defend democracy. What's going on? Sticks in the house. Hey, we're doing Sticks. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Wouldn't want to be actually, wouldn't want to be you because I'm a guy. You're a girl. That's why I said I wouldn't want to be you. 128. Guys, you're trying to creep up on this 200 thing or something like that. I don't know why you're thinking you're going to share it enough to get big numbers out there. Not about immigrants, but illegal immigrants. Make it make sense. Use your brain. That's how it all makes sense.
Let's fucking push that.
I know you. I figured Six. I figured. Mega Millions. Hey, if you guys are interested in lottery stuff or something like that, that God rides a Harley up. He does a lot. Gets into that lottery stuff and crosses his fingers a lot.
That's what he said.
Not sure why he crosses his fingers so much. 40 when he crossed your fingers. People still wearing their masks out here. It is a nice day. It is a nice day, Sandra. Very nice day up in the sky. Nice buildings over there. It's also a nice day in the subscriber button. I believe it's right down here somewhere. There's a subscriber button. Very nice day when you hit that button there. Everybody who hits that button is going to have a nice day. That's what I was told anyway. If you hit a nice day, you'll hit that subscribe button over there, okay? You would have a nicer day if you hit the like button, and if you hit the other button over there, the notification bell, and hit all notifications, you'll have a really nice day. That's just my guess is that you'll have a very good day if you hit those buttons. Okay. Can't say for certain, but I think the odds go up if you make sure you hit those buttons. That's not grifting. Okay, you guys, you thinking I'm a grifter? Not a grifter. I'm just saying Odds go up when you press people's buttons.
Fuck, ice, fuck, truck.
He's married. I don't think he's into guys, so.
North the president of Puerto Rico.
I'm not a frog. You're a frog. Ugh, it can't be something. That smell, you know, the Portland smell of the certain grassy substance. It's hurting my ability to make quality jokes, guys. I need, when you have that smell, the more I walk over that way, you get that smell in your nose. It hurts my joke making ability. So I got to come over here and I'll try to see if I can come up with better jokes. Oh, yeah. And then here's pictures of stuff here. Interesting. Somebody's making it look like artwork here, guys. Yeah. You know what happens so this kind of behavior doesn't happen? Is don't act like a silly person, okay? And things like this don't happen. Don't push federal officers, okay? That's what happens. See? When you break the rules, like this guy here is doing here, bad things happen when you break the rules. There's these things, they call them consequences. Consequences happen. I see the thing keeps heading up toward 171 or something like that in the chat there. I don't know why it's going so high. I see 3 on Twitch or whatever. I haven't seen any Twitch trolls or anybody else like that in the chat there. So feel free to send a Twitch troll. I don't usually look for trolls in the YouTube chat. I look for them in the Twitch chat. So if anybody wants to troll or say their opinion that might be similar to that guy's, feel free.
They have not. Not yet.
Protest, true. Protest.
Is that Jorge, the person we know?
You think it is necessary to have the troops here? Absolutely not. People tell me the troops are coming.
Yes, very live. See, I'm live. Is it the Jorge? What's his last name? What's his last name? He's been here for a few days. $95 likes. That's actually, at least they're about half likes. Half the likes of the people, the number that they better not drop below half the amount of people watching. Okay, keep that like button here. Like button's right down here. Click that like button. Okay, it's telling me where it's pointing at. There. You know what? You know where it's at. You know where the
barricade. See there? You're behind you with the sign that says this. You're walking.
Get out of the road! Get out of the road! Yeah, there might be a school nearby here. Okay. I know the freeway was stacked or whatever. I had to come kind of in a back way to get here, so. But anyway, how you doing, Patches? Nice to see you. Good to see. Ooh, more smoke in my face. No, thank you for the smoke in my face. You say, yeah. When good lesson to remember is always make sure that there's nobody behind your back, you know, or at least know who's behind your back if there's somebody behind your back. So that's what I do right now is I got people with a dog to my side and I got this to my back. So other people are sitting down, so I'm not worried about those guys. Mama's in the house. How you doing, Kamama? Nice to see everybody out there. I'm gonna say do something here real quick. Mr. Sluggo. No, Sluggo is in the house. Is that what his buddy's name was? You gotta be pretty old if you remember Mr. Sluggo. I'm not saying you're an old boomer or anything like that, but only that your boomers and older Gen Xers, I think, would remember Mr. Sluggo.
I don't want my citizens.
Nothing wrong with being a boomer, but I'm not a boomer.
By an army? Come on, who wants that? And I won't pay my taxes. And that happens.
I don't know. Somebody want to keep an eye on Twitter and see if Tommy shows up on Twitter? I'll look down there, but he's usually, when he shows up, I think he's still on that 200-foot rule. He's usually has to be way down there.
I'm not going to pay taxes for that.
You guys behaving yourselves.
You asked a lot about my troops. The troops are coming.
Old white liberals. Old white liberals.
You don't think 40,000 people for no Team Mars?
Not sure if it's a homeless dog or not, but
From the Portland.
nice doggy.
Think again. Put the barrier up here.
Is it Monday, Tuesday? That's a good idea. He's rest his voice. He likes to yell and scream a lot here. I'm not a big yeller and screamer, personally. I'm a talker. I'm a joker. I'm not a smoker. I'm not a singer, even though it sounds like I'm about to sing a song with what I just said. But how's that song go? I'm a talker. I'm a smoker. I forget how that song goes. See if they can change. Yeah, that would be interesting. Just if they did bring him in as kind of a presence or whatever. I'm guessing Portland police would have to clear this out, you know, at that point there, because you got to clear a sidewalk. They can't have a walking sidewalk with the feds troops around there, so police would clear that out. People can't loiter around, you know, unless it's kind of a protest type atmosphere type thing, you know. Maybe they could reserve this area as a protest spot. But yeah, it would be interesting if they did bring in the troops to get this particular area to be a little bit more civilized. I wonder if could he bring in like a cleanup crew too? Is there a federal cleanup crew, custodial federal troops or something like that to clean up the sidewalks around here? That's stuff like this. Trump winning. Yes, he is winning so far. What else is in the news, guys? What else is in the news? Something about the troops might be coming in or something like that. The Uber drop-off. Where? Show me where Uber... Not Uber. Uber Eats. I mean, they're DoorDash. I like DoorDash better. So supposedly BCP was going to be here today, so I'm waiting for him to bring my lunch, okay? BCP, if you're watching, which you usually don't watch my stream, I watch your streams, but anyway, I'm expecting a cheeseburger and fries, okay? Or if you're going to Arby's, a beef and cheddar would be fine. The barbecues are good too.
It would be illegal. Don't be antagonized. Don't take the bait. Because the next thing is martial law.
Next thing is insanity. Ice picks. The photographs were made at or near the Portland Ice facility between. There we go. Keep up the good fight. You are all heroes for fighting against federal troops that are doing their job. You are heroes. Oh my goodness. Oh. Silliness is... It's getting crazy out here, guys. It's getting crazy out here. Hey, Freeze can be... Hey, that's a cool name. How you doing? Nice to see you. Fake injury of paid protester. I didn't hear about that. But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you'll see a lot at night or whatever. Like, oops, I fell down. Damn it. What's a minute? You pushed me. You pushed me. I think they arrested one person last night or whatever that was pushing back and everything. It's like they don't realize, you know, once you push one federal officer, guess what the other federal officers do that see that? Yes, they grab you since they have each other's back. Literally, they tap each other on the back and let them know where to move and how to move and things like that, you know? Crazy people. You guys broke 200? I just noticed that. What the heck? Okay, let me see if you guys do me a humongous favor since you're never going to break 300 or anything like that. At least stream like this. So if you're not going to break 300, you can at least tell me how many subscribers I'm at now here. And if you want to help boost that subscriber amount, there's a subscriber button right there that Mr. Bill's pointing at there. Click that subscribe button. I think it's right down there. Mr. Bill's pointing at it for you. Click that button, and then in a minute or two, somebody's going to find out how many subscribers I'm at. I was trying to get over 3,400, so let me know if I got over 3,400 today. It did go back up over 3.4. Good, good, good. I saw that earlier. I was over 3.4 earlier, and then I did some boring streams. People must have kind of left when I did those boring home streams, and then I want to get back over 3.4, so. I don't expect you guys to be nice enough to get me over 3.5 or anything like that. That'd be outrageous of you, but, you know, I don't expect that kind of stuff, but you guys are awesome. Awesome. Yes, you guys want to hear it? Yeah, you heard it. Stay safe. I stay safe out here, yeah. What's the line they use? We make us safe. We make us safe. Mr. Bill here is making me safe.
If anyone shoots, you don't want your...
We have the masks out here, guys. 60-year-old lady wearing a mask. I'm not sure how old she is, I'm just assuming. A cat mask. Okay, that makes sense. This is Portland, guys. This is Portland. Is that Graw's future ex-girlfriend there? You know, we got news media here. We got normies here. We got a guy who can't stop talking here. We got a guy who's got an F-ICE sign over there. I'm pretty sure all the people on the other side of the road are anti-ICE over there. That's still the stench of that substance in the air that can't stand. It's illegal in Oregon, but it's still federally illegal. You know what substance I'm talking about. Let him know troops are coming. I think that's the reason he probably made that sign today or something like that. The black bloc types. Yeah, they're probably... Some of the black bloc types are out here. That lady in the cap mask. It's got to be 55, 60 years old. She was saying something there, but she wasn't getting any attention. I didn't give her attention, though. Hey, Jeff Mack, what's going on? If that's the Jeff Mack over there that might be the restreamer and educator out there, I need you to do me a big favor. You're the news guy. The rest of my chatters seem to be guessing whether the troops are coming or something like that. Oh, here we go. Go on. Not sure what she was saying, something about troops, and then she stopped.
For example, last night, yesterday, this guy came to the place. He worked
Troop heading out, heading out.
Guys like that break the law just coming onto the street. Right? They're gonna dance. They don't care about our law. It's fine here.
Maybe he was heading up fast because he didn't want the people right there that are taking pictures to dox his vehicle and go after his family. Hey, maybe that's the reason why he wanted to hurry out of there. That's what I would do. I'd want to hurry right out of there if I knew the people right there were taking pictures and trying to get all sorts of information about where I live and try to dox me and go after my family. I'd probably hurry it up also. He didn't have a plate in the front. I'm hoping he didn't have a plate in the back.
Okay, so where's the beer place here?
The beer place? Ninth Circuit Court approved them 2-1. Cool. If they signed off on that, and knowing Trump is a man of action, as long as it's officially authorized, I would imagine he sent an order right to Hegseth to get things done or something like that. So make sure you guys follow BCP that just went live.
Weird. Keep it up. Don't give up. No pity. Keep it up.
But make sure, I say with me. Try to stay with me if you want to see Mr. Bill dance. I know you guys want to. Some of you guys are going to go watch Mr. BCP. We're going to see if we can keep an eye on him here, unless he's just doing a food review or something like that. Let's check and see where Mr. BCP is. Sometimes he'll come down this way here. You think he'll come down this road here? Or is he going to come up that road there? You go by the Constitution. When the Constitution says certain things, and by the Supreme Court says certain things are designated for citizens and certain things are designated for everyone, kind of things, you go by that. And not everybody gets the same due process, if that's your point. Certain people get more due process than others. Certain citizens get more due process depending on what they do than other citizens get more due process depending on what law they may have broke and things like that, It's context dependent. But Jeff Beck, did you confirm that 2-1 the circuit court okayed it? So my guess is Trump might wait till all the appeals and everything go through or whatever, gets to the Supreme Court, and then that way it's locked in, Otherwise they'll say, oh, Trump blocked when it gets the law.
Don't go down here.
He likes to talk a lot. I don't know. Maybe he likes to get heard or something like that, but not many people are listening to him. It's a little windy out here. I'm going to have my t-shirt on right now. If you're curious, I'm wearing a t-shirt that says "For God and Country" on it, but I'm assuming they'll think that I'm a bad guy or something like that because I say "For God and Country," right? The land of confusion, yes. I'm trying to fit in here, guys. I'm trying to fit in with this crowd by carrying this guy around with me, so it looks like I'm kind of a little bit weird. Yes, I'm a little bit weird. Chill out. I know he's not breaking the law, and he usually doesn't care about their opinions or anything like that, but sometimes he cares enough. Like, if he sent 200 troops here and then the next day some other court decided to say, no, that's not constitutional, and those 200 troops have to either stay in a motel in Clackamas County or to be sent back, it'd be kind of a waste of time and effort at that point. But anyway, where is Mr. BCP here at? Was I right that he just went live on Facebook there? He's probably going to try to sneak up on me, but like I said, if he was watching me a little while ago, he would have had time to go to a drive-thru and bring me that hamburger, so we'll see if he's on his way here or not. Yeah, you guys have interesting. How many? Put a 1 in the chat if you guys know or like Tommy Boy. Oh, there's a donation there. He can officially deploy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me pick that comment there. See, this is a donation that I did not grift for here, but very informative donation there, nonetheless. Because I'm not a grifter. You guys, a lot of 1s, a lot of people like Tommy Boy in the chat there. There's more protesters coming down the way here. Like, you guys really like Tommy Boy. My second question, not a dig at Tommy Boy or anything like that, but do you guys think that he kind of maybe cusses a little bit too much? You think he cusses a little bit too much once in a while, you know? It's a little bit too confrontational. Maybe so, maybe not. Maybe my Christian conservative ethics or whatever. They're not a big fan of the cussing behavior personally. Some of the over name calling, you know. Yeah, a little bit of name calling is okay about behavior in my opinion, but that's just me. Yeah, a little bit lucky here and there, yeah. But again, see, remember, I did not grift for that donation, but thank you again for Barb Loves Alaska. I appreciate that. See if I can, how do I get that off the screen there? There's a way to get it off the screen. Usually there's a way to get off the screen. There it is. There's a way to get off the screen. Heading back out now. Notice how they have to have tinted windows in a lot of cases nowadays. And I imagine having to kind of hide your privacy in your own car because you're afraid that somebody might come after your family. Here's everybody's favorite person out here. Look at it. This genius here. Anybody else have a hairdo like that? I need to get a haircut, but I definitely want to get my haircut like that. Let's see. Sometimes BCP comes up. Actually, no, what sometimes BCP does, he comes down that way over there. He'll sneak up on me. I know he's a sneaky guy.
I don't think the city of Florida will come to
Same place. That's awesome. Canadians. Some cool Canadians are out there. Well, you guys are trying to break 300 already? Oh man, you guys, I don't think you're going to break 300. It says 299 on my screen. I don't think you're going to get over 300. You'll try it. It's good to try. Nothing wrong with trying hard. Interesting here. Get a job. Huh? "35-year-old woman alone in a car. Anti-ice or pro-ice?" Yeah, I figure medics, but I got to find something to chat about, keep you guys occupied with my luxurious voice. Not that I have a luxurious voice, but I can find a better word for it than that. Ooh, classic Volkswagen. What year, guys? The old timers, what year is it? Not 2025. I meant, what year is that bus? I'm gonna go 72, 73. Just a guess. It's classic. It's not one of those newer ones. Yeah, more of a classic. Maybe 74ish. 74, you're thinking? Yeah, 72 is a little bit too old for that kind of thing. But yeah, probably 74, mid-70s. Construction crew getting to work. Good deal. There's people that got released or something. That was weird. We got news, guys. We got news here. Somebody's got released and is getting released here that's, I don't know, was detained for some reason or another. There's some good car guys in the chat. Thank you, Goger.
I'd be afraid to show my face if I was a fucking Nazi. I don't know. It's weird to be proud.
I'd be afraid to show my face if I was her at all.
I'm another person of color. You're gonna be the fall guy. I hope you know that.
Anyway, this is what you see here. It's too much information there, I know. At least they didn't have the pants all the way off. Just a little plumber crack, not gonna hurt you. What else is going on, guys? We got some news people heading over here to get some news. Possibly new detainees popping in there. Well, she's dressed kind of nicely, but just like I just can't understand the like. Let's go after people that are doing their job. If you want to be mad or something like that, what you do is you send letters and emails to their bosses that you don't like what they're doing. That's how you handle things, you know. Or if you're Bud Light, you don't buy their product anymore, something like that, if they do something you disagree with. Not that there's a product to sell here, but you don't attack the person directly that's simply doing their job. I'm trying to think of a good analogy for something like that, but say if I don't like Safeway's produce or whatever, it made me sick or something like that, I'm not going to go to Safeway because a salad that they sold made me sick or something like that. I'm going to write an email to the FDA and say, make sure salads that go to Safeway and other places don't have any toxins in them or something like that, you know? I'm not going to go attack Safeway just because their salad made me sick. Or the people that work at Safeway. Okay, that's not the best analogy, but you get the idea. Sister White, you guys are funny. Not gonna ask her for her number. Rather than go to their kids' soccer game, they come here to protest, guys. Rather than, you know, take care of their family and their lives and things like that, they come to protest and stand in front of an ICE building. This is entertainment and camaraderie for some of these people. Like, oh my goodness, it's so funny. Oh, we got entertainment over here. You got Buzz Bunny or Buzz the Bumblebee over here. Buzz the Bumblebee. This is their social life, Angel Heart. You think that's it? Probably. Anger and frustration and TDS and all this other stuff. That's pretty much it here. I told you guys were not going to get over 300 there. You guys try to get close there. I see you at 275 there. You know, it's not like you guys can share this out on Facebook or Discords or anything like that. You don't have to do anything like that. You know, I'm sure that my mods shared it out on my Discord. But, you know, you don't have to share it on your Facebook to kind of show how silly people are in Portland here. If you don't want to, it's okay. Wait, did that thing... I just got through saying that said it's not going to hit 300, and then like 2 seconds later it hit 300. What the heck? Is this thing broken? Let's see if we can find where BCP's hiding here. I saw something live on Facebook. Oh, there's a follow over on the thing over there on Twitch, whatever. Is that a troll follow or is that like a regular follow? I got a few people on Twitch if you guys want another option to see me on Twitch. I'm not streaming right now on Rumble. I don't think I am anyway. It's too hard to kind of get those live set up, but if you guys, in case YouTube doesn't like what I'm saying here, make sure you follow me on Rumble and Twitter at only a Mr. Bill. I'm still kind of curious what these people are waiting for here. I'm guessing somebody's detained in there and they're waiting for somebody to come out or something like that. Sorry for that shadow effect. Yeah. Goger. Let's see, give Goger some more classic cars to look at. I don't see a lot of classic cars around here. A lot of Subaru type cars and things like that around here. Well, here's one of those kind of cars over there. A red car there. What kind of car is that? Only 150 likes? Okay, at least we got half of the likes as far as half the people watching, but do they need another reminder here? I'm not gonna, here, every time you guys drop it below that half number, he's gonna say this. Okay? You don't want to make Mr. Bill sad, okay? Don't make Mr. Bill sad. He's gonna be sad if you guys don't click that like button there, okay? If you want to, you can click it 3 times, but don't click it twice, okay? You can click it 3 times, but not twice. Teslas, let's go. Guys yelled at, say, get a job, as they're coming out of their job. Oh, brain dead people. Can you imagine somebody saying, get a job, as they see they're coming out of their job? I was going to film that one. Had a government plate on it. Government Tesla? No, I don't know if that... Again, how often do they have to clean up this thing over here? See this? Juvenile... Would you call that junior high behavior to scribble? Something like that? Was that... Now, junior hires usually have more sense than to do something like that. It's like 3rd grade behavior, I think. I'm not certain what's going on here. There are more people coming out, though. Ooh, there's a nice car. GT. What kind of GT was that? Who's the car guy in the chat that knows what kind of car that was? Shifting time. Am I still the only one out here live streaming? I have some other people taking pictures, things like that, but I think that's the only one I see that's being a coward. How is it a coward to make sure your country is sovereign? Are these people... Are these people worth engaging? I was going to hook up my microphone and, pretend like I'm a journalist.
Hey, you cowards like Simmons, dying pedophile with tentacles? That's some alpha male shit right there. Tough guy stuff.
Well, this is the guy. That was the guy that was yelling and screaming and cursing. And then once those doors opened the other day, he ran like a little baby over here. That's the guy that was doing that. He was yelling and screaming at a bullhorn. Once those doors opened, he ran like a little baby back to his corner over here. That's the guy that's saying that these guys are not alphas. As he ran away as soon as the doors opened. He He didn't kind of get in front of their face and confront them. No, he decided to run away like a little child. That's who that guy is. No, that's not Tommy. That's the guy that yells about as loud as Tommy, but for a different cause. K2 in the house. K2 in the house. Thank you for the non-grift there. That's not. He thinks that I do this reverse grift thing. Still got the door open. I don't know if anybody's going to come out of that door.
Masks are for cowards. Only cowards cover their faces.
So,
Masks are for cowards. Only cowards cover their faces. Masks are for cowards. Only cowards cover their faces. Masks are for cowards. Only cowards cover their faces. Masks are for cowards. Only cowards cover their faces.
what does he say about it?
Masks are for cowards. Only cowards cover their faces. Masks are for cowards.
You hear that, Antifa, guys? You hear that, Antifa? This lefty here is calling you a coward. You hear that, Black Bloc? Are you cowards, Antifa? Yep, these guys over here. Cowards. Hey. Was he getting ready to attack them? Yep. That guy there, he's a coward. Thank you, sub. How you doing? I think Antifa was at church yesterday. It was not just crowded yesterday. It's getting more crowded today. Antifa must have been at their special churches. That is a good question over there on Twitch, Doctor. I don't know. I'm kind of curious how they put up with it here. I know one of them, the safe house guy, Chandler or whatever, lives over that apartment over there somewhere. I don't know how they put up with this nonsense day in, day out. But some of them say it's the Fed's fault. It's the Fed's fault, you know? These guys were not antagonizing them on a nightly basis. What would the Feds do? They would do their job and not need to deploy anything to clear an area. Yeah, that's what the city would do, is give them earplugs. Say, here, deal with it. Here's earplugs. Here's a N95 mask to, you know what I think would be a baller move for Trump if he was able to do it, would be to give this building here a retrofit of its HVAC system, just to make sure the air gets clean through there. If he somehow paid for that, basically say, okay, we feel bad for you guys having to deal with that stuff, so the federal government's gonna give you a brand new HVAC system that'll make sure that it doesn't get into your system unless you leave the doors open. They probably, yeah, that's what he said. He's not coming in except for Mondays and Tuesdays. But where is BCP though? If somebody wants to do a quick little search to find out where Black Conservative Preacher is hiding. I thought I saw it. My screen said that he went live on Facebook recently, but I do not see him around here right now. Maybe he's at some other event. Chandler's toilet's clogged. You guys got jokes in the chat. You guys good jokes. How we doing? Who else has got some good jokes here, guys? I want some quality jokes. Help me get up to 350 viewers, guys. Who's going to get some jokes to bring those numbers up? I mean, here's some jokes right in front of you here, but see if you guys have any better jokes than these ones here. There's my jokes for you. Please walk to dumpster. What dumpster? The dumpster's over there, but it's kind of an open sidewalk dumpster kind of thing over there, if that's what you're talking about. I think it's Buzz. You guys got nicknames? Let's give them all a nickname here, okay? What are we gonna call that? Antifa Buzz, or what's a good one for the B there? Antifa B, Antifa Buzz. What about the unicorn thing back there? The unicorn horse. What's a good name for the unicorn horse? Thanks. You guys are awesome there, guys. If you guys are possible, you don't have to send. Not that I'm grifting, but if you guys see my Cash App somehow or another or something like that, if you do send to there, I don't have my other phone hooked up to Seed or anything like that, but you guys can send through there and just let me know that you sent something there. That's not a grift. That's just informational purposes, guys. Just giving quality information. Still waiting for anybody else out here, but unemployed gang. Oh, unemployed gang. That's a good nickname. Free. That's I love Lucy. That's a cool name for him too. Anybody else have any kind of good nicknames for these guys? It is kind of wild out there. If anybody's restreaming, thank you for the restreams and shout outs while you're restreaming out there. I appreciate it. Shout out to restreamers that I'm aware of. Portland Andy, Jeff Mack, Austin Zone. The Crucible sometimes at night and does a little restream thing there also, but probably not during the day. If this was a band, what would you call the band here, guys? But yeah, they played Mexican music on there too, so it'd be interesting to have a name for that interesting band there. I'm not doing good with the jokes here, guys. If I had better jokes, we'd be at 400 now, so I think it's this smell in the air that's kind of stopping me from giving you the quality jokes and the super quality content, so I'm going to have to let Mr. Bill say something. All right. So you guys appreciate Mr. Bill's input there? They're going to hand out something red, I'm guessing, on that day. Something red, maybe something green on Halloween. Yeah, they might hand out some red and green special candy, something or another. You know. And in some cases, they'll deliver it very quickly. Sometimes it might take a while for it to spread out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying anything violent or anything like that, but sometimes they'll make sure that the people that deserve the special candies get it immediately. Sometimes they'll sort of make sure that if people are being nice to them or something like that, or naughty, then they'll sort of make sure that this candy is spread out throughout the entire area. 347 watching. Nice. Thank you, Andy. Nice. Appreciate it out there. I haven't asked you enough ones and twosies questions here, guys. Maybe that's what I did last time. I had a lot. Oh, here's that 74. I should have asked him right there when he was driving by what year it was. But that's Mike. That's the proverbial question. I keep trying to. I don't have a phone or anything like that to check Twitter or anything like that. But I would imagine if you look at somebody who looks. Andy knows Twitter. There's some Cheeto dust. What are you talking about? No Cheetos. Fritos. Sorry. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I had something very special in mind to say something, but I can't remember what it was. Let's see what these guys are up to over here real quick here. That's what I was saying. Yeah, Andy, no. So you heard what? Somebody heard something a second ago. They had I would imagine though, for the Chicago people or whatever, came from Texas, National Guard there. I think they were training in Illinois or someplace like that. So I would think they would have sort of made sure that some of the training was already done. But if they were coming from Oregon or whatever, they probably have to be trained already before they come on out here. And they probably have to train in Eastern or Southern Oregon too, because for de-escalation and protection duty and things like that, you know. So it's sort of National Guard's coming. It'll be interesting when they get here. Maybe that's why I've seen a lot of cars come out of there lately too. Maybe they're making room back there for some Humvees or something, huh? Quite a few cars that came out of there recently, so probably just shift changes or anything like that. But I've seen quite a few things going on. Yes, the local news is here. You see one camera there. Saw another camera here a little while ago, but that camera left. And there's still at least one news camera here. I'm not sure. Sometimes they do the K2 did the 24-hour news stream last week. There's a live feed here. 350, you guys are almost up to 350 over there. Nice, thank you. How many likes are we up to? Nothing, I'm grifting. Nothing, I'm grifting. You guys call me a grifter, not a grifter. Nice, pretty sky. Some birds flying up there too today. You know what I'd love to see right now is a bald eagle fly over these guys and poop. Did you guys see that AI thing the other day that Trump did? It was like flying a F-16 or something like that, and then he bombs poop onto Harry Sisson and a bunch of other liberals. Trolling them with saying that he's a king or whatever, and the king can poop on whoever he wants. Was that hilarious? That was not bad. Well, the tents over there, well, I'm sure those tents do not smell very nice at all. Yeah, they don't show this. Heck no. They think it's a normal thing, you know. This is totally normal to have this out there, you know. They take it out for a few days just to make it look like it's good, and then they put it right back up, and the media completely ignores it. If I went over there with my Forgotten Country shirt right now, they'd sort of make sure that I was not able to walk through there, so I'm not even going to try. Get all the water, yeah. Get my water in my car right now. You guys want to hear this or not?
Freedom of press, freedom of speech, and you never will take that from us. You can try but we'll come back stronger.
Nobody's taking any rights away from you.
30 years, you keep these
And also, the government doesn't give rights endowed by your creator. With certain what? Inalienable rights.
A lot of them think to me that you can't do it again that won't hurt you.
Hey, all this love for Tommy, I appreciate that, but how about love for Mr. Bill here? You gotta love Mr. Bill here too, okay, guys? Let's get some love for Mr. Bill in the chat. Put a 1 if you love Mr. Bill. Put a 2 in the chat if Mr. Bill's too annoying. 299 yards away. What's 299 yards away? Such confused people. Such confused people.
I remember standing in front gate with 3 underage individuals. They were not, there was not one over person, so I took them on me who actually joined us to review.
Like I said, gotta watch my back. Let's see, I gotta keep talking about something here. What else do I want to talk about here? They got their water, they brought their waters. You guys are doing good, keeping up in the chat there, I appreciate it. What's the topic in the chat about right now? The topic in the chat is which character over there looks better. If you were a cartoon character and you wanted a cartoon character friend or something like that, or a lover, which cartoon character blow-up doll would you like here? Would it be the bee, the yellow and black clown, whatever that is, or the unicorn? What would be your preference there? If you had to pick, if you're somebody made you pick. Tasmanian Devil. Ooh, Tasmanian Devil. That's cool. We're going old school there with the Bugs Bunny and the Tasmanian Devil, right?
Literally shut DC down. That's the goal. It should have happened before it got into contracts. If there's any possible way, you guys. If there's any possible way you can work with
Give you a different view here for a little while. What's going on, guys and girls? We're right here at the Portland Ice Facility in Portland, Oregon. Here where a little bee is protesting the illegal immigrants being allowed to stay in the country here and attacking federal ICE troops with a little bee sting or something like that, because his feelings got hurt because certain people that are not supposed to be here, that take advantage of his tax dollars or his honey or something like that, they take the bee's honey, and he's okay with his honey being taken, and pollen and all that fun stuff. It's okay, but other bees out here that don't like their honey and bees being taken most of the country want these undocumented citizens out of the country. Okay, bad analogy, but you get the idea.
And then a lot of
Okay. Not that I'm grifting or whatever, not that I'm grifting, but just asking a question. How many subs are we up to, guys, here? My goal was, if I was a grifter and I had a goal kind of thing for subscriptions, it would have been 3,500 or more. So if somebody can tell me, do a refresh on your screen, tell me how many subs we're up to right now. I would love to be close to that 3.5. And while you're pressing buttons there, if you want to, you don't have to. You can listen to this nonsense. You can hit the notification bell and make sure that when I go live from Portland or wherever, you can make sure that you get those notifications and see me when I go live. Sometimes I like to kind of give you restream different things out there also, and give you little news things like we did the other day. I usually don't get 400 people watching me when I do those streams, but I like to be able to get 40 people watching me when I do some of those kind of boring streams or something like that. Not that I'm boring, not that I'm boring. I am not boring. Mr. Bill thinks I'm boring, but I'm not boring. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Hey James, how you doing? Nice to see you out there. Hopefully you're doing good. Everybody's enjoying their day today. Let's get a temperature check, guys. Temperature check. What's the temperature where you guys are at right now? You can ballpark it if you want to. Out here right now, I'd say it's like 65, 68 degrees. Somebody wants to do a Portland temperature check for me, they can do that too. Yes, I'm grifting just to have you guys put more information in the chat to help the algorithm. That's what a grifter does. I'm sorry, I don't mean to grift too much. Hold accountable. The way you hold them accountable is not to go directly after them, it's to go after their bosses and send emails and vote and things like that. That's how you hold people accountable in a democracy. In a fascist type government, the way you sort of hold people accountable is doing what you're doing, going after them and means like this. That's what you do in a fascistic type government. But in a democracy that you guys claim to love, is the way you hold them accountable is to vote the people that give the orders out. And you tried to do that back in November, but guess what? You didn't succeed in your democracy behavior, okay? $93 in Texas? 50 degrees where you're at? Wow. I got a 40-degree separation between those two people there. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Can't wait to see the National Guard. I know. I was like, as soon as I got in here, people were saying, when's the National Guard going to get here? Then I'm like getting excited, like, wow, I could be the first person to see the National Guard come in. My guess is they're going to have them get a little more training or something like that before they come down here. But they do usually have the guys who's in charge of the National Guard troops there. Or there's another donation that came in earlier. Anyway, I saw another $10 one at the top there. So thank you guys for helping out with the gas money here. But yeah, when Kristi Noem was here anyway, there was the local National Guard leader was in on that meeting. Imagine if Tom Homan came here, how mad these leftists would be. I know, they don't, in my opinion, they don't need a whole lot of training. I'm like, all they're going to do is ride along with ICE when they go places, make sure that they don't get attacked for doing their job, and deploy little candies when Antifa misbehaves, little special candy type things, that might... It tastes so good that people have to walk away, those kind of candies. They cleared out this entire area here a couple nights ago. when somebody pushes you repeatedly, what would you do if they continually push you and push you and push you? And you're a federal officer. What kind of response should those people do? Just allow them to push you, or should there be a response to repeatedly pushing and cussing and spitting and all that kind of behavior? Should there be a little bit of accountability in that respect, there, guys, or what happens if that's just like pretend you're a parent or something like that, and your kid continues to act like that and spits at you, pushes you, tells you no, 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 and that parent allows that behavior to continue? How is that child going to grow up? Is that child going to grow up to be these guys, like these people here, or are they going to grow up to be a little bit more responsible? Yes, that's a rhetorical question, but thank you. Hey, the Lily, how you doing? That reminds me, I was going to do another little favor here. Since you're the first time on my stream and you probably already hit the subscribe button, put a 1 in the chat if this is your first time in this to the stream and that you hit the subscribe button. Put a 1 in the chat, please. And all the other people, give those people W's, please. 1's in the chat if it's your first time in the stream and you also hit the subscribe button. 1's in the chat. You can put a 1.5 in the chat if you also hit the notification bell. But at least put a 1 in the chat. If you make sure the notification bell was hit, you can put a 1.5. I'm not sure what the 2 is for there, but 2 sounds good too. Cool. Thank you for all the 1s there, guys. Thank you for all the newbies. Nothing wrong with being a newbie. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. But again, you guys are not going to make it to 500. I appreciate you guys trying to get to 500. It's the first time I was out here a couple weeks ago or so. But you guys did get to 500. But this is a more boring stream here today with a duster type guy over here. Or girl, I'm not sure. This is such a boring stream here with just a bee with a sign that says, what does it say? Oh, interesting, interesting. And what is it? How does a bee? How does a bee behave? What does a bee do to pollinate? And you know, we won't talk about bee sexual behavior. That sounds inappropriate, right? But the bee wants to talk about other people's sexual behavior with the F words and things like that. Thank you for all the 1s and the W's in the chat, guys. After can only protect Fed buildings. Yeah, but who is that? Patriot person or whatever? 3745. Yeah, they can protect federal buildings, but also federal assets, if I remember right. Double check that for me if you would. And federal assets would be federal cars, federal troops, these other things. They're not just the buildings, the property. Because in essence, you know, if you're a federal agent, you're sort of a federal asset. You know, not property per se, but when you're working as a Fed, you're part of the federal government, and if you get attacked, you need to have that be defended. Pretty sure. You guys are awesome in the chat for all those 1s and W ones out there. Yep. Tolerant behavior here, guys. Very tolerant behavior out here. Bacon Toast in the house. How you doing, Bacon Toast? What did you make me for lunch, Bacon Toast? I know you're good at your breakfast, but how was your? I was expecting lunch to be brought to me by BCP today, but I don't see my lunch being brought to me by BCP. So. Yelling and screaming. Yell and scream. Yell and scream. It makes you feel better to yell and scream. It's such an important thing to do, to yell and scream at somebody you don't know. That's such tolerance behavior. This leftists are the most tolerant people that are yelling and screaming at somebody for doing a thing called their job. If you guys want to give me something to help my nose or whatever with the smell that's over here, you know, there's a donation thing down there, super chats. Not that I'm grifting, but if you guys want to help me sort of bring a better mask or something next time, I'd appreciate it. It's not a grift, K2, it's not a grift, it's just a suggestion. What? 500? Can somebody double check that? My screen says 520 people are in the chat. Oh, and you know what I forgot? I got to do? I didn't do it even at the beginning here. We got to do a human check, guys. Yeah. We do a human check for me. Put a 1 in the chat if you're a human. Put a 2 in the chat if you're not quite sure yet. Put a 3 in the chat if you're definitely not human. If you're like a bumblebee or something like that, okay? Put a 3 in the chat there. A lot of ones, or 3. Somebody's a bumblebee in the chat or something. Could be a robot, could be AI or something like that, you know. Okay, there we go. Now it's more sense. Okay, I was wrong. We're not 500. Okay, we're not 500. I must have been mistaken. I'm just checking to see some of the people. Hey, Extra, how you doing, Extra Bill? Remember, you're not Mr. Bill, you're just Extra Bill, okay? Extra Bill. What? I'm not grifting. Oh, who's that? Some grifting. Extra. I know. I grift too. I don't grift at all. Do I grift? I don't know if I grift.
I know! I'm not for you, really! Why don't you take off that mask and come over here and show me that?
Susie, I'm not sure how long I'll be here today. Check my battery life here. Is an indication. Maybe another hour. What time is it? Yeah. I gotta get home and watch the Mariner game tonight. Hope the Mariners get to the World Series today. It starts at 5 o'clock. It looks like it might get kind of crazy tonight, is my guess, based on what I'm seeing here. Yeah, this many normies are starting to sort of be a little bit more violent in their rhetoric, if you will. Maybe not violent, but aggressive in their rhetoric. And they'll probably want to start getting in the faces of the feds also, including a 6-year-old cat lady over here. Normal people that want to put people doing their job in prison.
And we'll pull you out of your house before you don't love it. It's real chill.
We are not the enemy. Portland, USA. That's wild. Hey, what, 8? Thank you, Twitch people there. Twitch, not that I'm grifting on Twitch or anything like that, but I wonder if we can get 10 people watching on Twitch. I used to have quite a few people watching on Twitch back in the day, but so you get 10 people watching on Twitch. We're up to 8 over there.
That's great.
Support your local live streamers. Yep. But that's grifting. I'm not supposed to grift. Okay. So I won't say support your local live streamers. You guys can say it though. The illegal immigrants from the place that they're at. Are you racist? You think only brown people are here illegally? Are you racist, Betty? Quite a few people coming in, guys. Quite a few people coming in. Shift change or National Guard, guys? Shift change or National Guard? Notice how the person had the coat completely on and covering their face when they went in there too. See that? Because these people out here, that is crazy. Somebody's doing their job and you're acting like this. Sickening people out here. Sickening people. Yes, I'm the only person out here that I believe is what you would call right wing. Ridiculous. We're back to 500 supposedly. I still think that 500 people in the chat is probably fake news that I'm looking at there, but imagine behaving like this with the kids buying their bus there, and supposed adults are acting like this. Wild. Oh, the ACAB over here, or this one over here. Yeah, that's a real nice sign there. That's a very, very tolerant sign there. Very tolerant there. ACAB is always such a tolerant sign. But that very educational sign over here, this one here that says ice melts, that one there. That's a very, very educational there. Genius people out here. Last time I was here, the chat knew exactly what temperature ice melts at, guys. You guys ever know what temperature ice melts at? Real ice, not Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Sometimes the authority. No worries, you don't have to chat much. But you guys want to chat when I ask a silly question like, which one's better looking, the bee or the elephant? There, put a 1 if you like the bee better, put a 2 if you like the elephant better. 1 for the bee, 2 for the elephant. Or 3 for neither, I guess. But 33 degrees is the correct answer. Yes, whoever said 33 degrees, that is the correct answer to the temperature that ice begin to melt at. Well, you guys like the bee a lot in the chat, okay? A lot of the bee's dancing better. I'll give the bee some skills for the dancing. The elephant there might be a little bit too big or whatever to do the quality dance moves that the bee's got there for him, but at least it's moving its butt a little bit there. Hey, Adventure 2.0. When you say inbound, how, to what degree was it inbound? You know, are they driving up the Willamette Valley right now, or are they? You're just not sure when they're going to get here. I'm guessing Andy No would know that, or maybe Katie Davisport's Twitter. Somebody wants to check those out, I'd appreciate it. See what the latest news is. Andy No usually will have that information pretty quick when it comes to Portland information. You think playing soon? Soon as in days or soon as in hours? Do you think within 24 hours, you think they'll be here? Maybe I'll try to come. No, I can't come down tomorrow, so I'm hoping to come down in the next hour would be nice, but the odds of that are pretty slim, I would think, anyway. There's another school bus that's probably saying, oh, look, are they having a party at the ice building, Mommy? The bus driver? Nope, that's not a party. It's a loony bin outside, an outdoor loony bin. Yeah, they like it, somehow the bees like it in the butt somehow. That's what I understand. You know, I don't know. It's not degen talking. That's just talking about bees like it in the butt, like pepper balls in the butt. We're up to 9 over on Twitch over there, guys. 9 on Twitch. We're almost hitting 10 over there on Twitch. Thank you. Ballerina Hippo. They've got good names for the Ballerina Hippo there. This is good. Calling people names as a supposed, 45-year-old guy will say. The kids out here, there's 20, 25 type of things or whatever. I give them a little bit of leeway for saying the stupidest things. But a guy that's 40, 45, you know, especially if he's like married and has kids, that is just Portland behavior. BCB said he would be down here sometime today, so he's not down here yet. So, or maybe when he did that Facebook thing earlier, he was just saying he's not able to stream today. 200 deputized. Ooh, I'd be curious if they were the 200 that he wants are already deputized. And if they're deputized as federal agents too, not just National Guard, but if they give them a little bit more leeway with their federal authority if they're federal agents. Remember he did that back in 2020 with some people? I don't think it was 200, but that was like 5 miles away that way. EOD's in the house. That was going EOD. Ooh. Are any of you guys, what's the D&D fans? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a D&D fan. I know there probably won't be a whole lot of 1s in the chat for D&D fans, but if you are, put a 1 in the chat and then follow EOD's channel. EOD will put his thing in there. He does this sort of D&D streams, things like that. So if you like the Dungeons and Dragons type stuff, check EOD's channel out there, okay? Yeah, I grift for other people. Yeah, check out EOD's channel there. EOD, put your channel in the chat there. Follow him out there. He plays D&D games with buddies and everything. Whoa, quite a few D&D fans. EOD, did you put your link in the chat? Yeah, you got some people that might want to watch your stream there. So check him out. Yeah. He probably wasn't expecting me to grift for him or something like that, so he's give him a little bit of time for him to find his channel there. So See, look at me out here. I'm grifting for the bees. I'm grifting for the elephants. I'm grifting for mental health for certain people over here that need mental health. You know, I'm definitely advocating for that. But notice I'm not grifting for myself. I'm not grifting, saying that you guys need to help pay for my gas or anything like that. I'm not doing anything like that. Or the fact that I haven't had lunch yet. I'm not grifting for anything like that. What did that lady say? I didn't hear what she said there, but she probably said something interesting. There's people everywhere out here. All corners. Over here, got dogs and cats over here. All sorts of interesting people. Streaming out closer to the megaphone person.
They've all taken a dump on me. My good name. They've soiled it.
If you guys are watching streams tonight, make sure you tell the streamers like Honey Badger Mom and such that Mr. Bill was out here earlier today and he said to say hi. So he stood, exactly, Quincy stood me up and everything. He said he was going to give me lunch if I showed up today. I showed up today because I'm assuming that, you know, later this afternoon or evening he'd have to drive home or something like that. So I figured he'd be down here a little after lunch, you know. But he stood me up. I don't. It's okay. He misses out on my quality dance moves. Okay. So he was lost on my quality dance moves. I was gonna do a nice little dance and everything for him, but no dancing. No dancing. And if I had, and he would have been able to hold my camera because out here I don't trust anybody to hold my camera for me. Mr. Bill here will dance for you. I think he's better. Is Mr. Bill a better dancer than the bee over here, guys? He's kind of just warming up here. You got to give him time. He's just warming up as this dancer is here. So I still think he's a better dancer than the bee, though. Okay, just curious what the next stupid thing this guy says is going to be over here. Yeah, BCB has a Buy Me a Coffee. I have a Buy Me a Coffee also, I believe. I don't know if you guys are talking about me, but I have a Cash App also, and a Venmo. I think Cash App's probably the best one if you want to make sure the money doesn't go to YouTube or something like that. I appreciate it. If you guys are saying it there, you don't have to, but I just don't have my other phone connected to this phone to give me internet, so I won't be able to see it if you guys did send anything via Cash App. 555 people, it says on my screen. What does it say on your screen, guys? That's enough grifting. I mean, that's enough non-grifting. Non-grifting. Get confused between those two. $549. It's cool when I saw the 555 on there. I don't want to see a 666 on there. I know that. Yeah, this sort of been surrounded by some 666 behavior around here anyway. Hey, UDD Yuri, shout out your channel there, your D&D channel. Make sure you shout it out there. We had some D&D fans that like to watch D&D streams and talk about Dungeons and Dragons stuff. Although that last movie that Chris Pine was in was pretty good. I like that one. Don't want to get ran over. If you guys did subscribe to EOD, let him know that you did if you don't mind. Cheer him up. You don't have to cheer me up, but cheer other people up in the chat there.
Part of the Constitution of the United States of America.
What cheers me up is knowing that eventually you guys like this will sort of realize that, you know, once he gets a family maybe and a wife and kids, he'll know treating people decently is kind of a better way to behave than telling people they should quit their jobs and such, you know. But that's just my opinion. Maybe we'll have a wife and kids that are okay with him sort of saying stuff like that. Portland, you never know. Familiar faces out here yet? It's a pretty city though. That part of the town is a pretty city, but there is a, I don't know, Olive Garden, a spaghetti factory down the way over there. But no, I'm not. You guys send me donations for lunch. I'm not going to spend it at the spaghetti factory. I'll spend it at cheapest restaurant, cheapest fast food place you can find here. Oh, there's my link. Thank you, Pamela. Thank you there. Yeah, check out my other links over there on that link tree there. I probably should have found a way to post at the top of the page, but I feel like I'm grifting again, but I'm not grifting. I'm just letting you guys know that I do have a Twitter out there if you guys want to see the clips of what you see here, and Instagram if you want other fun content over there if you're an Instagrammer, and Rumble will be another option.
That's a good sign. That's the most fun thing. So my mother.
Feel free to send me clips, guys, too. If you guys want to clip this Salinas or whatever, you can do that. Just send the clips to my Discord or something. If you follow my Discord, you can see a link in the link tree for the Discord. There's the, yep, should go on, click on that link there, click on that link, follow me on Twitter. Not that I'm grifting, not that I'm grifting. The normal way to do this, if you're trying to get your message across, is to not have the music playing here. Is to give your message for a few minutes, play the music for a few minutes, and then go back to do your message for the next few minutes. Not to have the music playing while you're trying to get your message across. It gets drowned out by the music. Do you understand? The music drowns out your message. Do they not understand like the basic way that the protest is done? It's a dance party for these people, but it's a protest for these people. So, mental illness viewing party for me. People, female body parts. I've never understood like somebody calls people female body parts or male body parts for that matter. Like, what's the point in calling people body parts? Here's a good question here. Put a 1 in the chat if you are okay with cussing behavior. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't approve of rude cussing, name calling behavior. It's okay to like cuss in movies like Die Hard, you know, but no, they constantly cuss. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't mind if people constantly cuss. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't approve of constantly cussing. A lot of twos. In certain neighborhoods or whatever, it's kind of a normal thing to cuss, but in this kind of area here, it's not an appropriate place to cuss. In my opinion. Define assault rifle. Define assault rifle. Please, define what's an assault. I'm not getting mad. That's what you get. But when you get emotional, there's too much, I don't know, estrogen or something like that, or not a good balance of testosterone and the female stuff is estrogen or whatever. And he has it's not his balanced pH levels or something. Yep. Those are death threats are like right to the person right out here, you know. Everybody I know. Death threats are not part of the First Amendment. If you live in a democracy, you should know that. Again, people can't hear what he's saying when you're yelling, you're playing that crappy music, okay? Can you guys hear me with all this noise? Put a 1 in the chat if you can still hear me. The 2 in the chat if you need me to speak up. The 3 in the chat if you don't want me to talk at all. You guys can still hear me? Okay. Alright, well, it's close enough, I guess. You told me his asshole. You guys are getting close to that 600. I don't think you guys are going to break 600 though, but you guys are going to get a valiant effort. So. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the National Guard's here, guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the National Guard's already here. We saw another contingent of them vehicles coming here earlier and everything. 1 if you think they're already here. Maybe not the whole 200, but put a 2 in the chat if you don't think they're here yet. Their vehicles probably aren't here yet. I'll give them that. But maybe some of the people are here yet. 400. almost 400 likes. Nice job, guys. I'm not sure if we're going to get to 400 likes, guys. If you guys want to help that 400 likes, you can. But no more grifting. No more grifting. What does this guy remind you of? You know, if you guys had kids or whatever, and your kids had a kind of throw a tantrum, does this remind you of a tantrum your kids threw when they were kids? Or have you ever like babysat unruly kids? Does it kind of remind you of that? Except on like 30 years later. Boy. Oh, we did break 400. Okay, cool. Charlie Brown's teacher. All right, you guys are funny. Good jokes in the chat, guys. That's cheering me up. Okay, supposedly we broke 600 here, but I think that's fake news on my screen now. Sore losers, yeah. If the Mariners lose tonight, which they're not going to lose, I'll be a sore loser. But you know what the difference when I do my sore loser stuff? I'm not going to yell and scream at the Blue Jays or something like that, because when my Mariners lost, I'll be sad for a little while, and then guess what? I'll get over it. I won't yell and scream for 100 days at the Toronto Blue Jays. I might say for a few hours that the MLB is rigged or something like that, but not a Dodgers fan. Okay. For you baseball fans, put a 1 if you're a Mariners fan, put a 2 if you're a Blue Jays fan. 1 for the Mariners tonight, 2 for the Blue Jays, 3 for the Dodgers. I don't know. Zero, you're like, no baseball for me. You get a Dodgers fan and a Mariner fan there. You're like, who cares? Okay, you're like a 0 on that one now. Again, if you're a D&D fan, make sure you follow EOD. He does D&D. He also talks politics, things like that too. But he's trying to get more people to watch his channel, and I want you guys to try to help him. Ooh, loud. These guys they're honking for EOD, guys. These guys are all honking for EOD, so go follow EOD's channel. EOD, put your channel in chat. All these honks are for EOD, so follow EOD's channel. These are honks for EOD. Oh, these are all D&D fans, guys. So watch EOD's channel. Put that link in the chat, EOD. EOD's 696. Yeah, that one there. Yep. Honk for EOD. Make sure you follow EOD's channel there. I appreciate it. Get him so he can be monetized on YouTube there. Let him get monetized. I appreciate it. Honk for ice. Honk for ice. Yep. There we go. Peace sign. Yeah, peace sign. Yes. Don't attack me. I'm peaceful. Portland is a lost city, is what they say on Twitch. Yep. I was just trying to get trolls on Twitch. I got some cool people on Twitch there. I appreciate that, guys. I was expecting to see like the trollish behavior coming from Twitch, but I haven't seen hardly any trolls type behavior. Right? You guys seen anything on YouTube lately? Ooh. Hey, he stole that from me. That's my honking move. Is that a tune or whatever? That is that Beethoven or is that Bach or something like that? Tommy Boy Streets. Hey, come on, it's my streets. Not my streets. I don't live in Portland. Transportation. No students in there right now. Shaving hair. You need to shave and a haircut. I need to get a haircut too.
I don't think you know what you signed up for. I think you fucking made a mistake.
This girl needs a haircut.
Get out! Get out of Dodge!
it's Mr. Bill.
11:22. We're trying to shut down DC. Like historic numbers is the goal.
Well, here comes the big bad boys and the little camouflage with their Super Submax B420. Oh, baby. I'm still here. I'm fucking shaking him on it.
People handing out information around here. Yeah, I'll throw it out later or use it for scratch paper.
But our real thing is like just the numbers from Saturday was almost
K2. I can't. I'm sure he doesn't say what you put in that thing or the emojis or whatever. So thank you. Oh, Groover timing. Oh, the dancer lady here. Was that Batman girl or whatever it is? I thought that Batman person or whatever it is, Joker friend. I thought she was skinnier than that one. I thought she was blonde too. Harley Quinn or something like that. Is that what I'm thinking of?
This is in less than 5 minutes. Sometimes the round rocks look like the same size, but I don't know what to look for.
Yeah, they finally turned off their music.
Like a cockroach.
Can hear what they're saying? I guess he's taking the day off today. Although if you have his Twitter, tell him to you can follow me if he doesn't follow me already. Shout my channel out if he wants to, or I always shout out his channel.
Mr. Bill, how are you? Nice. But he don't squeak, does he?
He does actually.
Oh, right on. Nice. My mom's friend had one, and it wasn't a dog toy, but a friend of hers left it, so it became a dog toy.
Oh, that's cool, yeah.
Yeah, my knees just picking up.
That's cool. He called me a dog toy. I'm not a dog toy. I'm a real boy. I'm a real boy. Not a dog toy. I'm a real boy. 3 comments. Portion of the show. You guys got jokes for the ring toss. That's what I'm thinking. He said 1 hour ago that he deployed, that he had the capability to deploy. If that's confirmed, then I think what we saw a little while ago were the starting people of the National Guard coming in. I'm guessing they still have to do a little bit more stuff to get any machinery to come in or whatever. It might take a little longer to come in, but I'm guessing I was the only conservative out here showing you when they actually came in. As civilians, and if they were deputized, I'm not sure if they probably get deputized once they're in there by the person in charge or something. So give me not that I need credit, but give me a little. I brought you the news that likely the First National Guard people came in under while I was out here. Nobody else on the right. There might be somebody out here hiding that lady out there. Maybe just a reporter or something like that. But Mr. Bill Streets, Mr. Bill Streets, Mr. Bill Streets, Mr. Bill Streets. These are from the same people that wanted, what, 87,000 new IRS agents. And wanted them to get a bonus for taking your money. Same people that wanted all that to happen are mad that there's more ICE agents and they have an incentive to sort of enforce the law. Shame, shame, shame. Is Tommy down there? Somebody said he's not going to show up today. I keep looking down there where he's usually at. I don't see him down there. Got good chats going on in the chat there. I didn't bring my battery charger, guys, so I'm at 20%. 22%. When it gets down to close to 5%, that's when I gotta head on out. You guys want to give me suggestions where I can eat? I'm not saying you have to grift, but you guys can give me suggestions on where I can eat on the way home. My options are McDonald's, Wendy's, Sonic. There's a Sonic on the way home. That's another good place on the way home. There's a Chili's on the way home. I don't think I've ever ate at Chili's. Preferably drive-through. I just want to get home. Taco Bell. What's NG? I think Wendy's. Wendy's is a little healthier, isn't it? I need some healthy food. It's usually what I try to do is eat healthy. Is there an Arby's on the way home? There's a Chinese restaurant place, the Panda Express out there. So there's no pandas out here. Usually they have a panda out here, but some unicorns close. $8 bacon cheeseburger deal. Ooh. Oh. Snow Dog, thank you for that information about the $8 bacon cheeseburger deal. I appreciate that. $8. That's like 5 plus 2 plus 1, right? 5 plus 2 plus 1 equals 8, right? I'm not saying super chats or anything like that. I'm not saying grifting or anything like that. I'm just trying to do math that, 5 plus a 2 plus a 1, that equals 8. Yeah, it's expensive to eat these days. And I was expecting to have a free lunch today too. The Black Conservative Preacher. Hey Pamela, do me a favor. We're gonna shout out Black Conservative Preacher. He might come out here later today. He does some different stuff, but he comes out here on the weekends, usually in the evening. I can't hear myself talk. Shaggy. What was I saying? I got a mod in the chat, Pamela or somebody. Find BCP's channel. You guys follow him real quick at there. Come on back and follow me if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. Here they come. You think they're coming? I'm thinking they already kind of came. Unless they got that many ICE agents that you saw 10 or 15 cars come in just recently there. I'm thinking they're on their way right now. They already came in. And that could be part of the reason also that you see so more people out here on a Monday like this. That they might have sort of thought that the troops would come today too. Oh, wanted to eat toast? What was the thing you said there? Oh, there Arby's. Oh, there's a good Arby's suggestion. Thank you, Debbie Shannon. I appreciate that suggestion. That's a good suggestion. go. I might have to go with that Arby's suggestion. That was a very good suggestion.
There's mixed.
Join us! Join us!
He is less reactive to
It's doing good. Thanks for popping in. You guys are doing good in the chat there, keeping things civil. Is that a road? No, there's a road there. An alleyway there. But
Get you! What are you gonna do about it?
there's a lot of smells out here. One of them is definitely a grass smell. I don't know what meth smells like, but I would imagine quite a few people out here have recently had some medication in their lives that may not have been completely legal. Check out the cool dogs though. Doggies are out here doing good, even though they have to put up with some of the smells out here.
Join us!
R.I.P. villain, R.I.P. So those dogs, I know the dogs need a little privacy and green grass to hang out with and things like that. But unfortunately, their owners seem to think their lives are not as important as illegal immigrants, evidently. I know, yes, illegal immigrants' lives are more important than pets. I'm not saying that. Oh, NG is National Guard. Duh. Yeah, okay, that's what you meant by that. Okay. Yeah, it's been approved, evidently. That's it. Well, I'm hoping my battery doesn't die before more troops get here. I can see a Humvee come through there. Streams on X. She might stream on YouTube also. I think I have her YouTube, but everybody kind of knows her from her X channel. I need to link my X on here if you guys want to follow me. Sometimes I stream at night on X also. / Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Katie's in the house. Who's holding? Oh, Honey Badger Mom, right? On Twitter. Somebody knows it in the chat, I'm sure. Honey Badger Mom, right? Should be her handle on X. Sorry, I can't see everybody's chat, but I'm at least paying attention to my chats. And I'm shouting people out. It's like the Black Conservative Preacher. Out there, Pamela's probably going to put BCP's channel in the chat too. Go give him a follow because I don't know if he'll stream anything tonight or anything like that, but he might. I think he's heading home though.
Are you afraid? Pull your mask down. Are you afraid your friends and family might see you?
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Are you afraid your children might see what you do? Your brothers, your sisters,
Fuck you.
people that know you?
Fuck you.
Are you that embarrassed of what you do? You have no pride in your work? You have no pride. You're just a prideless little worm.
A fluffy squirrel learns to synchronize ants.
Tiny little bear.
And show your butt.
You are an amoeba. Just a tiny little worthless nothing. You're not worth the air that you breathe or the electricity that you use. You are not
Clip it and ship it.
worth the heat that you consume or the space that you stand in. You're not worth the sunlight that shines on you. You are not worth the shadow that you cast.
Are you kidding me? wonder what her thoughts on Charlie Kirk are.
No, when they haven't read this one. Not that they can read anyway.
Please say more stuff. Please say more stuff. I need more content. Say more silly things, please. Say more silly things. Yeah. Are you guys all rewinding to make sure you heard that right? I was like, did I hear what that right?
Join us.
No, not my type. Not my type.
Golly jeepers! Don't hide behind your creepers! Golly jeepers! Oh, that's your creepers!
There's my shout saying, get in shape, get in shape, get in shape.
I'm walking
right there. Did they just obstruct federal officers? Did you guys see any obstruction of federal officers right there, guys?
They're too cowardly, brother. They're just too
Is obstruction of federal officers a federal crime, guys? Did we just witness obstruction of federal officers? If they happen to get arrested tonight, if they show up tonight still, and they do the targeted arrest, would you guys complain? Porta potties. I had a Mountain Dew in the car. I'm glad I didn't drink it before I came. Close to 700, guys. I appreciate you guys getting close to 700, but
Show your faces!
please don't show your face. This guy's on repeat. You can only one or two thoughts at a time, so. Who Streets? Mr. Bill Streets. That smell's coming back. That smell's coming back. We almost got to 700, guys. We almost got to 700. Thank you for the effort to get to 700. I appreciate that. If you guys want to make another effort or whatever, you can effort to give me more advice about where I should get some gas. And I think I should get gas. Where to get more food.
no peace. You get no peace.
As they're minding their own business in there, being peaceful inside there, doing their jobs. And these guys are out here yelling and screaming while they're minding their own business. Do they hear the words that are coming out of their mouths? I put one in the chat. Do you think they actually hear the words that are coming out of their mouths before they say them? Or the two in the chat, if they're just kind of repeating the same things they always hear and don't think about what they're saying.
Maybe.
I know when I go to my job every day in retail,
Anyone has a car over here, they're handing out tickets.
Well, and they said they're handing out tickets to cars over there, but I had to pay $12 to make sure that I'm not going to get a ticket on my car, so. Police will hand out tickets, but they won't sort of correct ridiculous behavior here with horns like this that are so loud that it disrupts the cars that are out here. That's okay, but you're here 20 minutes later for your car being parked. $12.50 for 4 hours. Just FYI. Not that I'm grifting, but just FYI. Gotta get a safe parking spot. Not that I'm grifting. But if I was to grift, that would be a good grift. Make sure to hit that like button, you betcha. Yeah, I wonder if they had those little things have a pee spot or whatever in them or something like that, in case they have to have those costumes on too long. Yeah, they're making their money. They're guessing most of these people out here either walked here or thought that they can get away without sort of pay for their parking, you know, but I'm not going to take the chance out here. Oh, you think that's what they're doing? Is it down at the end of this? The other side over there, you're thinking? That's where they supposedly had a power get together with Antifa on the other side of the thing the other day, so that's probably where they're, in case the Chandler's apartment's full of safe spaces. Oh, we did break 700. Okay, cool. I just wasn't sure if we're going to break 700. Appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. Hit that like button. And what other buttons are you guys hitting here? Mr. Bill, can you tell me what other buttons they can hit just to over grift? Not that I'm grifting. Anyway, like button down there. Subscribe button over here. Join membership button over here. Super chat button over there. Okay, thank you. That was very nice, Mr. Bill, to help you guys out finding all those buttons. W for Mr. Bill. I'm not a dog toy. I'm a real boy, not a dog toy. Just because I make a noise does not mean I'm a dog toy. Hey, Mystic, how you doing? Nice to see you. Do my dance? Okay. Mr. Bill will do a dance since it's kind of dying down here. I think he can dance better than these guys here. I do it hold by the feet, I guess. But did it? He needs better music, guys. He needs better music. No, I got my hands on him. Oh, plus he's my little illegal immigrant. I protect him and everything. Okay, so the pro-illegal immigrant, so I have a safe space in the house for him, so I protect him with my Second Amendment, you know. Unlike these guys out here, if somebody asks them, like, will you house this illegal immigrant, you don't know who he is or what he is or anything like that, please house this person. Like, no, excuse 1, no, excuse 2, no, excuse 3. But yeah, they wanted them to stay here, but they want everybody else to pay for their food and shelter. But exactly, I'm a real boy. Yeah, it's a cool one. I got another one that's like a rubbery type one or whatever, but I like this one better. Well, hobbies, that's cool. Oh no, it's yesterday! Alright guys, we're at 8%. That means it's getting close to 5%. I think the battery dies about 5% on me, so I appreciate you guys watching and hanging out. There's nobody else live right now that I can see out here. If somebody is live, put it in the chat, but I'm not seeing anybody else live besides maybe a TikTok leftist or something. Check out Honey Badger Mom later tonight. Check out who else might be live later. Check out Haley on Twitter. If she's here, she'll put out some Twitter clips. Portland Andy might show up tonight or just do some restreaming. Check out him on YouTube. Shout out to the restreamers. Shout out to the moderators. Tommy Boy, maybe he'll come out tonight or whatever. I'm guessing if nobody else does. But from what somebody said, he said he may not. Make sure you guys hit that like button before you go hit that Linktree button. Check out my other platforms out there also. I'd appreciate that. If you guys did want to send a last-minute donation to help to make sure they didn't write me a ticket to help my parking pass. Hopefully they're not going to tow my car. Anyway, what else was I going to say? Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And somebody tell me how many subscriptions I'm up to and how many likes I'm up to. Just final time here. 7%. I appreciate it, guys. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Thank you all the new subscribers out there. I was trying to get over 3.5 thousand, guys. Did I get over? Am I at 3.5 thousand subs right now? 503 likes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate all those likes. Some country, you betcha. Mr. Bill Streets. Mr. Bill Streets. During the day, Mr. Bill Streets. Nighttime, they can be Tommy Boy Streets. Okay, how about that? 3.55. Thank you, Weather Bear. I appreciate that. 506 likes. Okay. And walk this way here as the battery dies. I'm hoping the battery doesn't die and it's a surprise to you guys. And this last time it seemed like it was still on or whatever. And I couldn't turn the stream off till I got home, so I'm gonna have to turn it off here as soon as I get done at the end of the street here. Y'all take care. Be nice to everybody. Enjoy your lives. I'll try to stream tonight. Maybe we'll do a recap or restream what's going on. So you got to make sure your notification bells are turned on and all that fun stuff.
We're over here because these people are not human. There may be people, but they're not human. That's why we're over here.
They're not human. You heard that, guys. ICE people are not human. Have a nice night, you two guys. I appreciate you guys all watching and hanging out there. Let's just make sure I turn it off before YouTube turns it off for me. If I had a way to raid or whatever, I'd raid you to somebody out there, but you guys will have fun going to do something EOD. If there's somebody they can raid, put it in the description real quick here. EOD, we'll put something in the description. If somebody he likes that's still streaming, we'll do a ghetto raid that way. EOD, you know the people I like, so put one of their channels in the description and go follow that channel that EOD is going to put in the description for you. Please, please, please. Hello, listener. Yo. I don't recognize that one, but EOD knows most of the people I kind of like or whatever that are out there. Oop, there it went. There it went.